Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sorcery. This is Goblin RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that it's just to join me today as we play a little bit of Swindlestones against this. He's not a demon, he's just a black elf with a very peculiar hairstyle. And last episode we played another game with him, and we were well, basically talking about stuff. What do you know of the Serpents, I say? I didn't actually look at my game. My game's not too bad. The Serpents are powerful, untiring, they are terrible. And actually, oh, he has another one of those. I can go for another one, and I think that's gonna be good. Have you met them? Only one, and only once. It was enough. Oh, I'm gonna lose that one. Yep. Yeah, and I had such a good game. Yeah, only one, and only once. Maybe he knows that, or maybe he knows where she is, or it is. And one of you, why do you wander these dead plains? Well, I am a traveler. Let's go with this one. Beat on a 4. Ah, no one is foolish enough to travel the backlands. Okay, so he's got 2 of those. I'm gonna call. I don't think he has. He could have. He could have. I find the plains are very busy. Let's go with that. He's gonna call. Don't call. He didn't call! We thought so when we arrived, he says, but it is a trap. We entered and the life died away. Well, the Serpents so far, I think they're only on the, oh man, that guy was overbidding like crap. Huh. Yeah, I've been thinking, and I think the Serpents might only be found in the present, not in the past. So, not in Ishtata, whatever that is called. Let's go with 1-1 and see if he has ones there. If he goes for 2 1s, no, he has 2 2s. But he's overbidding. He might be overbidding. I'm gonna go for 2 4s over here. Oh, man. Yeah, you don't have that. You don't have 3 2s. That's not... You don't have that. Come on, don't pull it... Yeah, there it is. Okay, that was 2 2s. Yeah. So roll the dice again. I was about to call his 2 2s because he might have had just 1. And since I didn't have any. Let's see. How about we lead at 1 2? Well, I have another one. My turn then. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I can't do anything. I can't ask anything, I mean. And he's gonna go for 3 2s, which he probably doesn't, well, definitely doesn't have, but I don't think he, oh, come on! Oh, man, you're killing me here! You're making me cough all over the place. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. This round, I'm gonna bet on 1-1. That's gonna let him go for anyone that he likes. He's got 1-2, but he definitely doesn't have 2 2s again. I mean, how likely is that? Just like 3% chance, I think, off the top of my head. 3% chance that he'd have 2 2s in a row, and he doesn't. There we go. Okay. And roll the dice again. Actually, 3% chance is not that bad of a chance, all things considered, because the chances in games like this are need to be looked at a little bit differently, because they're affected by how you bet and all that sort of stuff. So he's going for a 5, which is actually kind of bad, because he's gonna, yeah. So what did you make of our leader, he asks. Well, clearly a brave elf. He's gonna call. If he was smart, he would call, but he's a doughty fool and will soon be dead. Huh. I will keep my thoughts to myself, perhaps. Yeah. There we go. The game is ours. You take the elf's money off of him once more. You're getting better you're getting better, the elf lies. Let's play another. He counts on his fingers for a moment for a stake of 4 gold pieces. Nah, I've played enough. You shake your head. The elf shrugs and begins a game between themselves instead. The elves pass around a flask of something, but they don't offer any to you. I'm gonna tell a joke then. Let me tell you a joke, you begin. The elves turn round to stare at you, leaving their dice game half finished. A joke? One spits. You wander into our caravan out of the wilderness and tell us a joke. Oh, it's a goblin joke. You continue. The elves narrow their eyes at you. Go on then, he grumbles, but it had better be funny. Okay. Why couldn't the goblin write his name? I don't think this is gonna resonate too well with them. I don't think they're literate enough. Pooh humor is usually the best course of action. And also, I think there are 2 spaces right there rather than just 1. Why was the goblin wedding feast made of dung, I ask. The elves look at you impassively. Let's string it out a little bit. They look at you. Well, you demand, letting them dangle for a moment. They roll their eyes in reply. Let's give up. You wave them away. No matter. The black elves look between one another, laugh, and then ignore you. Well, at least I made them laugh. You get to your feet and leave the fireside. Okay, there we go. And now we need to go apparently... Oh, trading tent. Yes, that's where we want to go. We want to buy a lot of stuff. You make your way to a large caravan guarded by 2 armed elves. As you approach, one knocks on the door, and a skinny black face appears from inside. This is Ulu. Oh, well, greetings, he croons. The wealthy stranger. So glad you could stop by and visit me, poor Ulu. Yeah, I'm a sorcerer. Excellent, Ulu replies, though you can see alarm in his eyes. I have plenty of magical items on sale, and no one else around here wants them. Come in, and let's see if we can bargain a little. Over his shoulder, you just make out cluttered shelves. I think I'm gonna enter the caravan right away. No. I think I'm gonna enter the caravan, because I might be able to see something that he's not gonna offer me or something. Yeah, I probably should have looked at the shelves there. Let's not do that. Let's see. Say I'm a sorcerer, because he's a thief, so we need to be careful of that. You peer inside a caravan and just make out the flash and gleam of glass, crystal weapons, and... not crystal weapons. Crystal weapons and gold from the dusty shelves. It's most intriguing. I can see you're interested, Hulu remarks. Yeah, well, let's enter the caravan. You shove Ulu to one side and make your way inside his glittering caravan. Okay. This one is probably not going to be enterable. That one over there with a nice thingy over there. That might be just a flap. Anyway, it takes a moment to adjust to the gloom, but as you do, you realize it is a veritable treasure trove of valuable magical items and equipments. Or valuables, magical items, and equipment. Hulu smiles as he sees your reaction. Ah, what is your taste, stranger? Weaponry, sorcery, or are you a craftsman? Perhaps some treasures to give to a special someone at the end of your journey? We have it all. Well, can I buy it all? Oh my god! Okay, you are uncertain where to start looking, since you have a small fortune available to spend. Yeah, I have a small fortune available to spend. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here? We got what looks like a horn, that might be the gale horn that we have. We got what looks like, maps, secret, it says secret, like there, right there, secret of the backlands, I think that's what it says. We got probably rock powder, that one is very good. I'm gonna need to look at my, my notes here for the serpents. We got potions, and is that a crystal ball? I think that's a crystal ball. We have also a cup up here and a cake, what looks like a cake anyway. Another horn. No, that's an axe. Oh, that's not that bad. We got a locked little box. That's interesting. We have what looks like a robe as well, and the scanning wasn't done very well because apparently this. Yeah, this is why you should have treated these pictures, game developers. But anyway, let's browse for magical items. You search for magical artifacts on the shelves. There's an excellent selection to choose from. Oh, yep. You lift the crystal orb from the shelf. It glitters and shines. It is in much better condition than Ceres' orb, which you used back in the fields of Lower Carré. Genuine sea crystal. Is that genuine or genuine? I don't know how to pronounce that. Sea crystal, Ulu says. That one is 40 gold pieces. Look into it. You peer into the depths of the crystal ball. It is filled with shifted clouds, possibilities, the very currents of time trapped within the glass. You have to pull yourself back sharply not to be drawn into a trance. Let's buy it. 40 is affordable. It probably is one of the most expensive stuff in here. It is nice enough. You put the orb in your pack. Ulu accepts your gold with evident pleasure. If you like that, Ulu says, how about this? He pushes a brass pendulum with one claw, setting it swinging. The pendulum is light but well made. If you set it swinging and watch the light flashing from its weight. This costs 40 gold pieces, Ulu tells you. It is very fine, a very fine piece of metallurgy. Let's swing it. You swing it backwards and forwards a few times. Ulu nods cheerfully. Yes, exactly like that. I don't think I need that. You shake your head. Ulu nods. As you wish. What about the ring? Your eye falls on a ring, beautifully polished, that hangs from a hook. A pearl, Ulu says, from a giant oyster in Dabu Yadu. Yours for a mere 25 gold pieces. You turn the ring over between your fingers and lift it to examine the gem. The central pearl is opalescent and large, about the size of an eyeball. It is clearly valuable, but also is useful for spellcasting. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the ring. You take the ring. Ulu drops your gold into his money pouch. I'm sure it looks marvelous on you, he remarks in an oily tone. Yeah, let's see. So turn your attention back to the shelves. Ulu reaches up and plucks a price tag from an item. Please ignore these, he says. They are Zaman prices, not the same out here. Oh boy, yeah, okay. Can I sell stuff? Oh, I can sell stuff. That might be good. Oh, this is really interesting. Can I cast a spell here as well? What spell would I want? Well, I wanted a skull cap. If I can buy a skull cap, it's gonna be amazing. Weapons and armor. Let's see. You look for weapons, hoping to improve our your legendary sword, but there are none. All Hulu has are a woodsman axe and a chainmail t-shirt, or not a t-shirt, a chainmail shirt. Look at the axe. You lift the axe from the shelf. Is this intended as a weapon, you ask? The blade seems too heavy and the handle too long and cumbersome. Oh, he laughs. Only against trees. It's a hewing axe. Blessing for chopping wood. You probably don't need it. How much? Hulu shrugs. I think 20 gold pieces. Does that suit you? I don't think I'm gonna need that. Marsh goblins. I'm looking at my notes here. There's one serpent that I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna take it because I have the money. I should be okay. I'll take it, you tell him, handing over the gold. What about the chainmail shirt? You go lift in chainmail shirt, but Hulu shakes his head. Sorry, not for sale. Why not? Because life out here is too risky. That is the last armor I own. I will keep it for myself. Sorry. You look over the shelves once more, hoping to find a few more interesting things. Okay, so I can't cast the read mind. That guy that stole my skull cap, that was awful. That was awful. Okay, so let's see. I maybe couldn't cast it here. That's my only constellation. Oh, I can see into the future. Yeah, that's right. Let's do that. Looking to the constellations overhead, you craft a spell, lifting the orb of crystal and staring into it. You are overcome by a vision of your future. You stand in a clearing halfway up a mountainside. In the middle of the clearing is a tombstone. You stand beside it with a vial of water in your hand. Oh, what is happening? Let's pour the water. You pour the water onto the earth, and it seeps down through the soil. There is magic in the air. Suddenly something punches the earth below where you stand. Let's wait. You wait, and a moment later, a skeletal hand erupts through the soil and grabs you around the ankle. Something is hauling itself up from the ground, using your leg for purchase. The vision fades. Night falls. You need to rest. Hulu scratches his nose with a claw. Okay, let's... he doesn't sell... Why would I want to see that? Something is hauling itself up from the ground using your leg. That's an undead thing. And what I had is probably... Holy water doesn't make sense, so it's probably something that would trigger that or something. I don't know. Could it be? Or could it be the opposite? Could it be holy water and like it takes a little while to take effect? You scour for food and provisions, but there is little here. Just a bag of dry victuals and some curious-looking vials. Look at the vials. There are 2 vials on the shelves. One of clear liquid and the other painted with the label of a hissing snake. Okay, we have that already. Look at the vial of clear liquid. You lift the vial and look at the label. The contents are certified as water from the holy springs yeah, that's holy water. Let's ask about it. Is this genuine, you ask? Hulu nods emphatically. It's 20 gold pieces. Let's unstopper the vial. You go to stop, go for the stop, and Hulu catches your hand. Holy water goes off very fast once opened, he advises. So please, you must buy it first. Okay, let's buy it. You buy the vial from Hulu. Hulu pauses to make a note of the sale on his pocketbook. He didn't do that before. Huh, what about the bag of victuals? You lift the bag of victuals, small pastry balls with the tough, dried meat inside that last for a long time. There are enough inside for 4 meals. That's 20 gold pieces, Hulu declares, and they're fresh. Well, reasonably fresh. Nah, I'm gonna put them back. I don't need that. You shake your head. Hulu wipes the dust from the artifact and returns it to his shelf. Okay, what about the snake poison? The other vial is a snake bite antidote. Oh! Wait. I didn't click that. I clicked snake poison. Huh. Hulu has several. He quotes you a price of 20 gold pieces for each. I'm gonna take one. I think I have another, but it might be poison. I really think it is poison, but it's probably antidote then. And we learn from this. I'm gonna take one. You take one, handing over 20 gold pieces. Hulu takes your gold with evident pleasure. You smile at Hulu. What about books and scrolls? I still have a lot of money. You scan the shelves for books and scrolls. There are 2 items of interest. Rolled up scroll and a heavy leather tome. Let's look at the leather tome. You lift the heavy leather tome from the shelf and open it, only to discover it is a spell book, prepared by Chief Mage of Anelan himself. Where did you get this? You demand. These books are closely guarded treasures. From a passing traveler, Hulu replies casually. She traded in it for a fine sword. She seemed to think only a weapon could keep her alive out there. Let's look through it. You turn page after page, recognize the enchantments within, but then you come across a page with a spell you do not recognize. The name of the spell is Zob, and it appears to be most powerful. Let's look at the new spell. You flatten the page to read about the enchantment in detail, but Hulu yelps and grabs the book from your hands. Please, he says smoothly. I'm a businessman. I cannot allow you to sully the merchandise unless you intend to buy it. How much is it? It's clearly of value to you. Oh, that's bad. He replies, having seen the interest in which you turned the page. I think 36 gold pieces. Oh, that's pretty cheap. I'm gonna buy it. And you can research new spell using the spell book button. What? I can research it? Huh. I'll take it. Hulu secures your gold in his pouch. Carrying one spell book is a risk, but two can be catastrophic if either falls into the wrong hands. You would do well to learn a new spell and then destroy the duplicate book, whatever way you can. You put the book into your pack, or I could sell it back. Huh. Hopefully I will be able to do that, but we'll see. The scroll is labeled Serpents of the Backlands, a diary. Observing your interest in it, Hulu oozes over. That was written by the great black elf scholar Fizram, he says. He was a great thinker. What about it? What is it about, you ask? It tells of Frizam's great travels in the Backlands and the valleys and mountains of this place. It is the some knowledge accumulated by our kind during our travels in the Badubak. What happened to him? It is a most moving story. He came upon a sorceress when he was starving and grievously ill, and has been attacked, and having been attacked by invisible snatacats. She took him in, and their friendship blossomed, but after only 2 days, he had to leave once more. Hulu counts on his finger for a moment. The scroll costs just 2 gold pieces, he decided. What happened to Frizam, or Fizram? You ask. In the end, Hulu replies, he died of old age, like all the wise ones do. I'm gonna buy it. The price is hardly high. The scroll might contain some information of use. Yeah, that's probably a trap. You hand over the 2 gold pieces. Hulu passes you the scroll in return with clear reverence. It's probably a trap, or probably untrue what it says in there. Let's read it over here. So if it's like... yeah. You open the scroll immediately and scan it over. Most is written in a tiny, spidery, illegible hand. He was very ill when he wrote it, Hulu says apologetically. Some parts are clearer than others. Can I ask him to read it? You hand it to him. Perhaps you could tell me what it says. Hulu shrugs. Very well, but on one condition. That once I have told you, I may keep the scroll, he smiles. To sell it again, you understand? Nah. You shake your head. I think not, you tell him, and he shrugs. As you wish. You put it into your pack to read later. I think that's a trap. I think he basically conned me out of 2 gold pieces. That's probably false or something. Hulu nods fervently at you. From outside you hear the sounds of loud argument, then a short, sharp yelp. Hulu smiles thinly. I'm gonna sell something. Perhaps I can interest you in something? You begin, waving Hulu over to look inside your pack. I got a broadsword, that's right. Let's see. You draw the broadsword and he considers carefully. I'll give you 5 gold pieces for that, he says. Oh, that is too low. He shrugs. That's my price. Take it or leave it. Sure, whatever. You hand over the broadsword and Hulu gives you 5 gold pieces in return. What about the legendary sword? How about 35 gold pieces? Sound for that? Nah, it's too low. You have nothing more to offer. You shut your pack again and Hulu shrugs. Nice to buy things for a change, he remarks. I could buy something that's already been considered. The brass pendulum, the vial, no. The bag of victuals, no. The only thing is the brass pendulum. I'm gonna buy it. 24? Is that how much it was before? Hulu merely shrugs. Sure. Let's buy it. Hulu unhooks the pendulum and gives it to you. You slide it into your pack. Okay. You turn attention. Leave the shop. You step back from the shelf. I must go now. Hulu slaps you on the back cheerfully, and then you leave his little shop. I basically bought most of what he had. So I can leave the camp. I can go back to the campfire, or I can go to the kitchens. Let's go to the kitchens. You approach the kitchen caravan. Thick and generous smells drift from inside, making your stomach gurgle and churn. Yeah, I want water, but they're probably not going to have it. The menu is simple. For 6 gold pieces, they offer a bowl of whortle soup with gloucester and bread. It is probably the heartiest meal you will see out here in the wastes. Let's ask about the food. Is the food good, you ask. Best you'll see in the waist, the cook replies, narrowing her eyes at you. Buy or don't, I don't care. Okay, then I won't buy anything if you don't care. You shake your head and the black elf cook nods. Anything else? What can you tell me of the 7 serpents, you demand of the cook? There's a long pause, then her face appears in the hatch. Did you say serpents? Her face... The 7 serpents, I said. Come with me. She throws down a towel and heads for the caravan door, beckoning with a long, thin finger for you to follow. They might be working for the serpents. I don't think so. I'm gonna go with her, because even if she is, I'm gonna meet a serpent and I'm gonna kill it, hopefully. Very well, you follow her to the door of the caravan. But before I do that, let's study the spell. So how do I do the research thing? And how do I destroy? Requires a serpent ring. I have that already, right? I have the serpent ring. Magical items. Bracelet of bone. It's not a magical item? Bracelet of bone? I don't have the serpent ring? Snake bite antidote. Maybe it's here. Essence of bark, rope ladder, sketch boy. Where happened to my serpent ring? Set of dice, secrets, a flask of oil, message from Analand. Secrets of the Backlands. Oh, the scroll talks of 2 sorceresses, one called the Sham, who travels the mountains disguised as a gnome, other called Finestro, who lives in the forest of Snata. Yeah, we need to go there. Set of dice. Set of curious 4-sided dice, yes. Flask of oil. Small flask containing a quantity of oil. And where the hell is my serpent ring? Because it's not here. It's treasure? There it is. Oh my god! Okay, we have it. Yeah, continue with the violins. Or the string quartet, whatever that is. Actually, didn't sound too much like violins. For a little bit there, but yeah. So we got 1 gold piece right there. Requires a bamboo flute that we never had, or the goblin's tooth that we never had. Giant's tooth. Rock demon tooth. That's the Zob one. But how can I... Requires a vial of glue. Oh, I know. I go into items, and then from here, because in here, we have the spell book, I think. No, that's the spell book if I click here. But there's a... I think it's listed somewhere else. Magical items. Isn't it that? I got the holy water. A duplicate spellbook. That's the one. A copy of the spellbook you brought from Analand. But how do I destroy it? I need to go to the fire, don't I? Well, nobody's gonna capture me. So, yeah, back outside. Let's see what happens. The assembled crowd is still milling around in the camp. The cook has brought a soup pan, and she hangs it with a ladle, or ladle, rather, yeah. This man asks about the serpents, she cries. There is a sudden gasp from the crowd. So, murmurs the elders, you are the reason the serpents have come into the backlands and spread their terror. He is thinking hard, his eyes narrowing to slits. A moment later, he seems to have decided something. Come with me, stranger. I think we might have something you will be interested in. Let's cast a spell here. I can't read his mind, but I can see the future. So, if I can, of course. Which I might not be able to. And I don't remember. Sleepiness. Oh, that one. That brass pendulum. That's good. I didn't know it was for magic. So we got God. Illusion of worship. Yeah, I need a jewel of gold, apparently. And then we have Tell, which is read minds, but I need a skull cap, I believe. Let me click there. Yep. Yeah, how I wish I had that. But I don't. So we have magic protection, which could be good, and we got the look for safe passage. Yeah, look for safe passage here. I think that's gonna be good. Let's find safe passage right there. You turn the starlight into alignment around you, and a quiet voice enters your mind. It begins to speak, telling you that if you wish to escape, you must escape now. It is as you suspected. The elder is trying to lead you into a trap. The message delivered, the voice fades. Okay, what do you know? You ask suspiciously. The chieftain waves a hand towards a finely decorated caravan, presumably his own. Not in front of the others, he murmurs. It is a delicate matter. Should I kill them all? Can I kill them all, more to the point? I probably won't be able to kill them all. So... Only sleepiness. Sleepiness could do. But I don't know if I can do it on everybody. I'm not gonna trust him. You shake your head. I'll trade with you and talk with you, but I won't trust you. The black elf leader shrugs. You are suspicious. That is wise, no doubt. My offer stands. With that, he stands aside to let you into the camp. Heads into a nearby caravan. Well, I think that might have been if we said something about the serpents before. I don't think I did, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go into the campfire once again and burn the duplicate spellbook. Right there. You wait for a moment when the elves are not looking and pull the duplicate spellbook from your pack. You have a quick page. Page through before burning. Oh yeah, just look at it. To find the Zob spell you noticed earlier, the page is worth keeping, so you transfer it to your old spellbook, then toss the rest onto the flames. It burns with green smoke for a few minutes, then it is gone. And I think I am going to end the episode here because I'm going to want to play a little bit more dice in between episodes. But for now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sorcery. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.